Hello, word nerds, and welcome to the dictionary. My name is Spencer, and I'm here to tell you about the words in this episode. Welcome to this podcast, and go. The first word. The first word in this episode is the second form of fair, F-A-I-R. Noun from before the 12th century. Number 1 is obsolete, and the synonyms are beauty and fairness. So we're talking about like fair skin. It's been days and days since I recorded the previous episode. Was there anything about fair complexion? Any clean, pure? Kinda. Flawless quality? Fresh, charming, or flawless quality. Okay, so here, obsolete. Obsolete is beauty and fairness. You just say fair. How obsolete is that? I don't know. How much obsoleteness does that have? Number 2 for fair, something that is fair or fortunate. Something that is fair or fortunate. Oh, it was so fair that I found $5 on the ground. Number 3 is archaic. The synonym is woman. Okay, interesting. Definitely see how that's archaic. But especially the synonym sweetheart. You're my sweetheart. You're my woman. You're my fair? Yeah, haven't heard it used that way. Let's see, there's a couple phrases for this one. For fair, F-O-R, and then the next word is fair. For fair. And it means to the greatest extent or degree. The synonym is fully, as in, the rush is on for fair. The rush is on for fair. The rush is fully on. The rush is the most on it can be. What rush is this? The rush to go to the stores for Black Friday? It's on. So I guess you use it in that way. The rush is on for fair. Well, what does that mean? I mean, we know what it means, but what does it mean? The other phrase is no fair. No fair. This is something that is not according to the rules, as in, that's no fair. That's not fair. No fair, not fair. It's not according to the rules. Oh boy, when I was a kid, I was way more of a stickler for the rules and getting angry when things weren't right. I mean, I still get angry if things are not fair, but I was much more snarky, mean, angry when I was young. That's no fair. That's no fair. You can't do that. You can't play by those rules. You got to do. We got house rules. You can't go do those things because that's no fair. Yeah. Now, these phrases, I don't really know how they're connected to the actual noun definitions that are in here. Beauty, fairness, woman, sweetheart. I guess, though, number 2. Yeah, it's the number 2 one, right? Something that is fair or fortunate. Fortunate, I guess I don't really think about those words in those ways. Anyway, fair. We have more for fair, and my sound effect is going to be... Wow. The third form of fair is an adverb from before the 12th century. Number 1. In a fair manner, as in play fair. How are you going to play? You're going to play in a fair manner, play fair. Play fair. Was there something else I was going to say about that? I don't know. It's just doing it in a fair manner, play fair. Number 2, this is chiefly British, and the synonym is the third definition for the word fairly, which is coming up. As in, fair makes you want to cry. Fair makes you want to cry. Fairly, if we replace it with that one, fairly makes you want to cry. Is it like almost? Is that what it is? we'll get to fairly at the end of this episode, so I guess we just have to come back to that later. We are predicting the future by doing that. Yeah, fair. Play fair. That's the only example I can come up with because they told it to me. Wow. It's like a cat, I guess. The fourth form of the word fair is an intransitive verb from 1819. This is talking about the weather. Right now, as I'm recording this, we do not have fair weather because it was thundering and lightning out there before I came into my office. So the synonym for the intransitive is clear. No clouds, no storms, none of that stuff. It's fair. And I think that there was something related to weather in the first form of the word fair. Transitive verb is to join so that the external surfaces blend smoothly. Now, this one I don't think is talking about the weather. To join so that the external surfaces blend smoothly. Are we talking about like woodworking? This is the verb. I'm going to fair the joints. This must be a woodworking term or something. I can't think of anything else that you would do that to. Wow. The fifth form of fair, it's the last one. This is a noun from the 13th century. So we had the noun before, the second form, and it was beauty, fairness, woman, sweetheart, and something that is fair. But this one, I suspect, is going to be a little bit different. So, number one, a gathering of buyers and sellers at a particular place and time for trade. So they are selling and buying, but I guess they're also trading. All these people coming together in one place, then you call that place a fair. Why? I don't know. Maybe we'll get to the etymology later. Maybe if you're lucky. 2a. A competitive exhibition, usually with accompanying entertainment and amusements, as in an agricultural fair. So what are we doing at this fair? Well, if it's agricultural, I guess we're dealing with agriculture things, growing crops, the tools you need for that. So it's a competitive exhibition. Maybe there's a tractor pull, tractor races, something. And yes, entertainment and amusements. Here, come to our fair. We have entertainment and amusements for you. Please enjoy our amusements of roller coaster rides, spinny things, corns on cobs, maybe hot dogs on sticks, maybe pickles on sticks. So much entertainment for the children. Things that spin, right? There's lots of things that spin. I like fairs. Don't go to a lot of fairs, but they're fun. Fairs are fun. 2b. An exhibition designed to acquaint prospective buyers or the general public with a product, as in a book fair. Here, look at our books. Come buy our books. You are either the general public or you are possibly buyers of books. Come look at our books. We're going to have a book fair. Isn't that what we called them when we were kids in the 80s? And there was that catalog and, oh, the book fair. We got to get our books. We love our books. Books are great. 2c. An exposition. Now, this is different than an exhibition. This is an exposition that promotes the availability of services or opportunities, as in health fairs, also job fairs. There are no merry-go-rounds at health fairs and job fairs. Not that I've ever seen. Not that I've gone to a lot of health fairs or job fairs in my day. But yes, they typically don't have merry-go-rounds, roller coasters, Ferris wheels, funnel cakes, pumpkin competitions, butter sculptures, tractor pulls, aging rock bands. Job fair. Yeah, I don't do these things. I guess before I went to high school, there was like, I don't know what they called it. Was it a class fair? I don't know what they called it, but that's probably the closest thing I can think of something like this that I've been to. Here, look at these things that we offer. Walk around. We are not buying or selling or entertaining you, but we have come together. Lots of things have come together to show our wares. Okay, number 3 is a sale of assorted articles, usually for a charitable purpose. And they do not give an example of this type of fair. They got examples for all the other ones. Job fairs, health fairs, book fairs, agricultural fairs, but nothing for this. Assorted articles. A rummage sale, but the fair is not in that word. Those words, there's no fair word there. But yes, I guess you can call that a fair as well. Okay, now we got to get into the etymology because this is very important stuff. This is from Middle Latin feria, Feria, which means weekday or fair. From Lower Latin, it means festal day. From Latin feriae, which is the plural, and it means holidays. And there's more at the word feast. And I feel like I need to look up what is festal day. Festal day? Festal. I'm sure lots and lots of people know about festal day, but it seems like it's some sort of holiday. Festal days or feast days, yes, because it said there's more at the word feast, are days that are set aside to commemorate, celebrate, or anticipate events or seasons. They can be religious, agricultural, socio-cultural, and can give meaning and cohesiveness to individuals and communities. They involve eating or drinking and can be connected to rites of passage, death, sacrifice, or the end of a fast. Yes, I'm sure there's lots of feasting. So I guess that's where it all came from, right? The idea of coming together for a whole possible variety of purposes, eating food, and then it became all these other things: selling stuff, celebration, entertainment, amusement, jobs, all those things. Yeah, let's go to the fair. Any other things, memories, thoughts about fairs? I have had good times at fairs with friends and family. Fantastic times at fairs with friends and family. I remember the first time I ever came across the ride, the Zipper, and I don't think I threw up, but whoo, that was intense. You're in a cage, and the cage spins around based on gravity and momentum and all those things. But then the cage is going along a track, and so it moves. But then the track is on a big oval, which spins. It is a very complicated ride. I don't even know if they exist anymore. And you are just flipping and flopping all over the place. Just so many, there's no regularity to this thing, and it was crazy and fun, and I think I need to try it again. The Zipper. Any other good ones at fairs? We once went to a fair at the end of the day, the very end of the day. There was nobody there, and we got a funnel cake, and they said, well, can we just give you the rest of our batter? This was many, many years ago, and we said, okay, what does that mean exactly? And they gave us a funnel cake. I should save this story for when I get to the funnel cake and the F's. Let's hold on to that one. Okay, good job. That's enough for fairs. Well, the next word is fairball. 2 words, noun from 1856, way back in the 1850s. This is a batted baseball that lands within the foul lines, or that is within the foul lines when bounding to the outfield part first, or third base, or when going beyond the outfield for a home run. There was a lot of stuff in there, and if you don't know baseball, it's a little confusing. I know baseball okay, but I am not a baseball expert. I am not an anything expert. So the baseball, there are the lines that go from home plate out. There's one that goes towards third base and one that goes towards first base. Those are the foul lines. If you hit it and it goes outside that line, it's foul. Doesn't really count. Try again. That's what it means. But if it stays within those lines, between third base and first base and the pitcher and all the other people, if it stays within, then it's a fair ball. You can play it. It's fair. It's where you're having your entertainment. So it stays within the foul lines, or it is within the foul lines when bounding to the outfield. So I think what it's saying is, as long as it's within the foul lines, in the closer part of the field, like third base, first base, before you get, it's called the infield. It's called the infield. And then once it passes, I think, maybe third base or first base, then it goes beyond the foul lines, outside of the foul lines, but it's in the outfield. Then maybe it's still a fair ball. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. I'm trying to read this and understand it. Within the foul lines when bounding to the outfield past first or third base. That's how it was supposed to be read. Is within the foul lines when bounding to the outfield past first base or third base, or when going beyond the outfield for a home run. Is that considered a fair ball? Yes, it went past the field, past the outfielders. It went into the stands or past whatever designation the field is ended at. That's a fair ball. And you got a home run, and you get to do. I got a home run. I'm running the bases. I'm so cool. I smacked it hard. I'm just going to take my time running around the bases. Woo woo. Wow. Next is fair catch, 2 words, noun from 1867. A catch of a kicked football by a player who gives a prescribed signal, may not advance the ball, and may not be tackled. And fair catch is a transitive verb. And so, I'm skipping. I'm looking around. They said, here's a prescribed signal. I'm going to catch it. I don't know all the details, but it was a fair catch. They caught it, and you can keep on playing. It's not a foul catch. It's not an out catch. I don't think those are the right terms. It's a fair catch. Wow. Next is fair copy, 2 words, noun from circa 1638. A neat and exact copy, especially of a corrected draft. A fair copy? This is very old. This is almost 400 years old. You made a thing. You had to correct some things, so you corrected them. But then you got to make a copy of that thing for some reason. Maybe other people need copies of this paperwork back in the 1630s. And when you make that exact copy, and it's so neat and so pretty, and the handwriting is all nice, and there's no ink splotches or nothing, no cross-outs, like I usually have cross-outs when I misspell something. It's so perfectly pretty. It's called a fair copy. Okay. Yep, we can make fair copies all the time now with our technology. Put it in the copier, you got a fair copy. Next is fairgoer, 1 word, noun from 1836. One who attends a fair. I have been a fairgoer. I have some family and friends who just went to Ren Fair in Wisconsin. They went, at the time I'm recording this, it was a week ago, I think. It's many, many, many weeks that Ren Fair has probably finished. I have never been to Ren Fair. I don't know if I will be going this 2024 summer. but it seems like it would be a fun place to go. But I have been a fair goer at other places. I have not been a Ren fair goer. Wow. Next is fairground, one word, noun from 1741. An area where outdoor fairs, circuses, or exhibitions are held. And this is often used in plural with singular construction. I still don't know what that, I'm not going to look it up. CONSTR. It stands for probably construction or construction. I don't know. But we have an example. What a spot for a fairgrounds. And that is a quote from W.L. Gresham. Oh, what a spot for a fairgrounds. Let's build our fair here. On this grounds, this area, it's so flat and perfect for a fair. We've got everything we need here. Space. Yep, that's it. I don't know what to say else about that. Other than I think about the movie Dumbo, the original Dumbo. They come in on the train and they stop at a place and then they build their fair. They're putting up the tents and smacking the big nails that hold in the tents and all the other things. And that's their fairground. And they pack it up and they leave. Wow, whoop. Fair-haired, 2 words with a hyphen. Adjective from 1909. Specially favored. That is not what I was expecting to see here. Specially favored is fair-haired. The synonym is white-headed, which is 2 words with a hyphen, and I believe that basically means your hair is almost white, is white, or so light, bright that it's practically white. And then this is used especially in the phrase fair-headed boy. A white-headed boy. I was a fair-haired... Wait, what did I say? The phrase is fair... Did I say fair-headed? It's fair-haired. That's our word. Obviously, everybody knows that. Fair-haired boy. I was a fair-haired boy because my hair was so blonde, very blonde. But specially favored is what's confusing to me. I don't understand this. Why are you... I can't spend time on that one because I don't get it. There's more. There's something going on there. I don't know. Wow. Next is fairing. F-A-I-R-I-N-G. First form, noun from 1574. F-A-I-R-I-N-G. It's the word fairing. Number 1 is British. I mean, number 2 is too, so just say the whole thing is British. So 1A is a present bought or given at a fair. It's a fairing. I got a fairing for you. I bought this rubber band gun at a fair, so it's a fairing. 1B, still British. The synonym is gift. Here, let me give you my rubber band gun. It is a fairing for you that I got at the fair. Number 2 is also British. The synonym is the number 2 definition for the... Is that the third? The third form of the word desert? It's not dessert. Sadly, do we have to take a look back at the word desert? Because what does that mean exactly? You might be hearing some drilling because somebody's doing some construction downstairs. The third form, second definition of desert is deserved reward or punishment, usually used in plural, as in, oh, got their just desserts. Deserts. Deserts? No, it is pronounced dessert here, but it's not the sweet, tasty treat that you eat at the end of the day. I had some chocolate chips last night. I have those a lot. So deserved reward or punishment. You got your fairing. That is what you deserve. You got your fairing because it's fair, right? That's how it works. Okay. Oh, great. Drilling. Moving on. Wow! The second form of fairing is a noun from 1914. This one is not British, I guess. A member or structure whose primary function is to produce a smooth outline and to reduce drag. This is possibly on an airplane. The fairing on the airplane, it is a member or structure. Did I say member of a structure? I don't know. Its primary function is to produce a smooth outline and to reduce drag. Because when the plane aerodynamics create drag, it slows it down. And you want less drag, so it goes smoothly and you're using less fuel to go the same speed. Let's look up fairing on an airplane. I'll just type in fairing airplane, and then we'll look up images so we can see where it is. Oh, those are the things. It looks like underneath the wing, if you're on a plane and you look out under the wing, it's not the engine, but there are these other pieces that go perpendicular to the wing that sort of stick out behind the wing. And like this picture has 5 fairings on both wings. And so they, interesting, they help to reduce the drag on the plane. Fairing. Didn't know that. I will try to remember that. Oh, look at those fairings. Aren't they beautiful? Wow. Fairish. Adjective from circa 1611. It means fairly good. That's fairly good. It's fairish. It's not totally fair. It's just fairish. Yeah. Fairishly is an adverb. All right. Fairish. Yeah, I don't think I've really heard that. What year? The 1600s again. A lot of words from then haven't really kept up with modern vernacular. Wow. Next is fair isle. 2 words. The first letters are capitalized, and the second word is I-S-L-E. Fair isle. Noun from 1851. This is a style of knitting originating in the Shetland Islands that is characterized by bands of multicolored geometric patterns. Gotta look this up. Also, an article of clothing knitted in this style. So, Fair Isle is a style, but that just happens to rhyme. It looks very British, Irish, Scottish, something like that. There's just horizontal lines, but it's very patterned. Lots and lots of different styles of patterns here. Fair Isle. It's funny to me that the name of this style is the name of an island, but it's not literally the name of an island, but it came from the Shetland Islands. So maybe one of them is called Fair Isle, and I don't know, but it's related to islands, but they don't say it's the Fair Isle style, because that would be pretty cool if they said that. But it's not. It's just called Fair Isle. Ooh, look at the Fair Isle sweater. Wow. Next is fair lead. Fair lead, L-E-A-D, but this is one word. Noun from circa 1841. Number 1, which could also be fair leader. And this is a block, ring, or strip of plank with holes that serves as a guide for the running, rigging, or any ship's rope and keeps it from chafing. And that chafing is the worst, isn't it? You get all red and irritated. I think we are probably talking about a sailboat, possibly? A block, ring, or strip of plank with holes that serves as a guide for the running, rigging, or any ship's rope. Yeah, you don't want the rope rubbing itself on something, because sometimes the ropes get pulled really quickly, and so when you're on your boat, I know this from experience, clearly, it can rub erode something away, and that's the chafing part of it. So you need a fair lead to put it in there so it helps things make them happy. 2, a course of running ship's rope that avoids all chafing. That's what this is all about. We want it to be fair for everybody. There's no etymology because obviously if you know sailing, you know exactly where this word comes from. You know why they're using the words fair and lead. Lead makes sense. Lead can also be the name of like a leash for a dog. So it's like a rope, I guess, is that's lead. But why is it fair? I don't know. Hey, we're on the last word. We're on the last word. We're on the last word, everybody. We're so happy that we're done. Almost. Wow. Fairly, Fairly. Adverb from the 12th century. Number 1. In a handsome manner. Fairly, as in a table fairly set. That table is so handsome, I want to take it out on a date. Number 2, this is obsolete. 2a, in a gentle manner. The synonym is quietly. I am speaking in a fairly manner. I am fairly speaking so quietly. If you are one of those people who enjoy ASMR, then you might enjoy this part where Spencer is fairly speaking quietly. But the mic is close, so it's still at a good volume. Okay, let's stop that part. 2b, in a courteous manner. See, these are both obsolete. 2a, 2b, these are both obsolete. In a courteous manner. Fairly. Yeah. Number 3, so to speak. The synonyms are nearly and practically. Okay, as in fairly bursting with pride. I am so proud that I am practically, nearly, almost literally, fairly, so to speak, exploding literally, not literally, because I'm so proud. 4a, this is in a proper or legal manner. Must always be legal and proper, as in fairly priced stocks. So they are properly priced. See, this one, though, makes it seem like the way I think about it is literally fair. Like, yeah, that's a fair price for that thing, which is clearly related to that, but proper or legal, that's a very important part. Those prices are, those stocks are priced legally. 4b, without bias or distortion, the synonym is impartially, as in a story told fairly and objectively. There's no bias. Like a journalist is supposed to be telling a story fairly, not distorting anything, telling all the facts how they are, not changing them, not making up new ones, and not, leaning towards one side or the other, saying this person is right and this person is wrong. Nope, we're saying we're presenting all the facts. This is exactly what happened, and everybody has their own point of view, so this is their point of view, this is their point of view. Let's present all the facts in a fair manner, fairly and objectively, not subjectively. Number 5, to a full degree or extent. The synonyms are plainly and distinctly, as in had fairly caught sight of him. To a full degree or extent. Had fairly caught sight of him. So they had a very good sight. They saw him, all of him, every part of him. They saw him fully, fairly, plainly, distinctly. There was no question because there was nobody else around. They were outside in a deserted desert. There was one person, and they fairly saw him. Number 6, the synonyms are the fifth definition for the word rather, and also the word moderately, as in a fairly easy job. It only took moderate effort to do that job. This is the type of job that I like. It's fairly easy. This podcast is fairly easy, which is probably why it's not very good. Because if I put more effort into it, maybe it would be better. But I don't have a lot of time to put to it, so I just read the book and try and say some silly stuff. There is no additional etymology there, so it is now time for us to pick a word of the episode. This episode is over, and now here comes a word from it. It's the best one, possibly, or the worst one, maybe. It's the one that Spencer is gonna pick. Today we had fair, 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 fair ball, fair catch, fair copy, fair goer, fairground, fair-haired, fairing, fairing. I said both of those, didn't I? Yes, I did. Fairish, fair isle, fair lead, fairly. And I believe I will pick fair-headed because I was a fair-headed child. I had the blondest hair. It was straight, it was a bowl, and that was my hair. Fair-headed. I guess I should probably put up a picture of me when I was a fair-headed child. Maybe I'll put up that really stupid-looking one. It's my school picture from when I was 5 or 6 years old, kindergarten or first grade. One of those. I'll put that either in the video or on the social media, and you can see how much of a fair-headed... Now, I don't think I was specially favored. I still don't know what that means exactly and why that's the main definition for this word. I just think about it as hair color. All right, I guess I'll tell you about a movie that I put into my eyes. We saw Long Legs. Long Legs. This is a 2024 horror movie, and it is quite creepy, and Nicolas Cage goes all Nicolas Cage on all of us, and we love it, and I don't even want to say anything else about it because you should just watch it. It's a fun, weird, creepy movie. Okay, that's it. No, I won't even say that. The title? What's the title mean? I kind of know. Don't fully know. That's the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching, listening, checking out my YouTube. Please subscribe, please share, please like, please comment, all those things, please. I love the clickies and the clickies. This has been Spencer dispensing information. Goodbye.